Welcome back. Today we're diving into something pretty profound, a really mind-bending idea. We're going to explore what seems to be a hidden, perfect symmetry buried deep within the Quran, one that suggests our entire lives are an inverse reflection of the cosmos itself.
So that brings up a big question, right? Is a text like the Quran just a collection of stories and moral lessons from the past? Or could it be something else entirely? Maybe something more like an architectural blueprint for existence itself? Well, the analysis we're looking at today argues it's absolutely the latter, and in a way that's surprisingly precise.
So, according to this framework, two specific passages in the 30th chapter of the Quran are the key to unlocking all of this. When you place them next to each other, they do more than just echo a similar theme. They lock together like gears, revealing this hidden architecture that connects our personal journey to the grand cosmic scheme. It's pretty wild.
Okay, so let's start by decoding the first piece of this puzzle, the circuit of our own lives. The source material we're drawing from calls it a loop of illusion, and the entire thing is apparently laid out in one single, powerful verse. And here's the verse. Now, on the surface, this sounds pretty straightforward, you know? We're born weak, we get strong, then we get old and weak again. But this analysis insists, no, this is not just some nice advice about aging. This is a precise, three-layer operational loop that actually defines our entire existential journey here on Earth.
And this right here is the core of that human circuit. This analysis breaks our whole life down into a three-act play. You can see it here. We journey from an initial state of weakness up to a peak of what seems like strength, and then finally, a return to weakness. So let's break down what each of these layers really means.
So, layer one. This is our beginning, right? Total dependency. We've got no power, no real knowledge, no self-direction at all. It's described as an innocent darkness, which is a fascinating phrase. It's like we're just pure potential, kind of like unformed matter, completely reliant on our environment for literally everything.
Then we get to layer two. This is the peak of our lives. We gain strength, we get confident, we have this sense of control. But here's the crazy twist. This framework calls this the deepest darkness. Now, why would that be? Well, it's because this is the stage where we mistake our temporary ability for true independence. We create this powerful illusion that we are the ones in charge.
And finally, we enter layer three. Our strength fades and that old dependency comes back. But, and this is so important, this is not a reset back to the beginning. The crucial difference, maybe the whole point of the journey, is awareness. We're weak again, sure, but now we're weak with the knowledge of the strength we once thought was our own. It's only here, in this final stage, that the illusion of control completely shatters, and that creates an opening for truth to finally come through.
So now that we've got a map of the human circuit, let's flip it over and look at the other side of the mirror. In that very same chapter of the Quran, there's another passage that describes a cosmic circuit. And as you're about to see, it moves in the exact opposite direction.
See, this cosmic system is all about ascension. It starts from a simple, unified state, and from there it expands into all the complexities we see, life and death, heaven and earth. It finds this perfect point of balance, and its whole design is aimed at an eventual return to that perfect unity. So unlike our human journey into illusion, this is a path of increasing order and coherence. And this is where it all snaps together. When we take these two circuits, our descending human loop and this ascending cosmic path, and we place them side by side, well, the hidden symmetry is just laid bare, and it's pretty astonishing.
Just look at this table. It illustrates the inverse symmetry perfectly. Look at the pairs. The cosmic circuit kicks off with the polarity of life and death. The human circuit begins with our weakness at birth. The cosmos expands into heaven and earth. Our human experience peaks with strength and agency. The cosmos unites Earth with consciousness. Our journey ends with weakness, but now it's coupled with awareness. It's a perfect inverse design. It's as if our world of trial is the literal shadow of a universe of perfect order.
So to put it simply, here's the crucial point. These two journeys are polar opposites, and that's by design. The cosmos ascends, moving through balance to achieve unity. We, on the other hand, have a human journey that descends through the collapse of illusion to find truth. One goes up, the other goes down, but they're perfectly connected.
So you might be wondering, why is this structure so important? What's the big takeaway from this incredible design? Well, it has everything to do with the purpose of our journey, this journey through illusion.
To really get that purpose, we first need to redefine a key word: darkness. According to this framework, darkness isn't a moral thing. It's not about being evil or good. It's simply a misreading of your reality, a fundamental misunderstanding of your actual state of dependence.
And look at how our 3 life stages map perfectly onto these layers of misreading. We start in an innocent kind of darkness, ignorance without any real power. Then, we move into the most profound darkness, having power and mistaking it for our own. And finally, we arrive at the most potent stage for growth, having knowledge without power. It's a state where illusion simply has nowhere left to hide.
The source material really emphasizes that none of this is random or accidental. The structure is described as being almost mathematically precise. For instance, the number 7, which is often tied to cosmic completion, is said to govern the preservation of the universe. But the number 3, that governs the human trial, our loop of emergence, dominance, and then decline. It's all presented as a very deliberate, purposeful architecture.
And just to be crystal clear, this analysis isn't making a moral judgment. This isn't about good people versus bad people. It's presenting what it claims is a fundamental law of existence, a structural symmetry. And in this view, our human journey is designed, from the ground up, to be the perfect shadow, the inverse mirror of the cosmic circuit.
And all of this leaves us with one final, very provocative question that's posed by the source material. If the Quran is the blueprint, and our lives are this inverse reflection, then the analysis forces us to ask, when will you stop just reading the map and actually become the territory? When will your life fully align with this blueprint and, in a sense, become Quran?